want to welcome everybody to our first ever graduation ceremony for the aviation maintenance program. Now, when you guys finish a program, obviously you're graduating within that program itself. Many of you will be doing that Friday with generals. We've got a group that's already started at the power plant. You've already finished your airframe program. But the group you see in front of you here has gone through all three phases of our program. Total program graduates. And we started this program a couple of years ago, actually about 3 years ago, you and I started this. So it's been a long journey to get to this point. This program, and I know you guys probably don't realize it just coming in and starting a program, but this program represents something a lot bigger than all of us. It represents some change for the future for the area, the Pensacola area. This program was started as a memorandum of understanding with that VTMA group, group out at the airport. They didn't want to build here unless they knew there was a training facility and a training program. That's how this program started. So this is a milestone event for George Stone. This is a big event for Pensacola because aviation maintenance has now come to our area, and we've got the industry support as well. So this is the first group, and as you all well know, if you look at any of the newspapers, or some of you may have heard about the recent statements by VTMA, that their goal is to hire all of these guys. Wow, that says a lot. Your next group that are finishing up in June, that says a lot for you because they're not going to actually open their facility until late spring, probably around May or June. So there's going to be opportunity for you as well. That doesn't mean all of these guys are going to go to work for VT. They may decide to do other things, but I know that they have been offered by the CEO of the company from out of Mobile, who will be opening the plant in Pensacola. And that says a lot for this program. That says a lot for what we're doing here. So it's an exciting time for George Stone. It's an exciting time for these students. And it's an exciting time as a 40-year plus resident of Pensacola for me personally, to see things changing the way they are for the better in our town, and the opportunities that we now have to keep talented people like yourselves here and be able to provide employment for you so you don't run off and leave us after we educate you, which has been something we've had to deal with over the years. And so we're excited. I'm going to be quiet now and turn it over to Mr. Davis because I want him to be able to call these guys out. We just want to recognize them today, present them their certificates, and then we'll celebrate a little bit with them afterward and get back to work for the rest of the day. So thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. Thank you, family members, for coming as well. And this is a big day for Georgetown Technical Center, so we're really excited. I'll turn it over to Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Ross. Once again, to tag along with what he said, this has been a long building process for us to do this. For us, it's been a three and a half year process for us to get the school built, and I'm really proud of the fact that we can say, hey, these guys have finished this thing, and you guys are going to finish it, and you guys are going to finish, and we can have however many more after that. I hope we've put out a good product for this area. I hope you guys have learned as much as I have. 2 years ago, I started out with these guys. 2 years ago, almost to the month, right? January 2 years ago, we started this. And these guys, it was just a bunch of guys coming into class. We didn't know, nobody knew each other. We didn't know a thing about each other. They came together as a class, they came together as a group, they worked together as a team. Been really proud of being able to be around with them. I've learned a lot of stuff from them. I hope they've learned some stuff from me and from the other people around here. Learned new phrases like "suh, dude." I learned this, that, right? That's a good morning greeting, by the way. It's one of those things. I've learned that Wednesday is a very special day. Yeah, because Wednesday is our happy day, I guess. But mostly I've learned just try to how to be good, just attempt to be good to these guys, and hopefully the rest of you guys as well. That being said, thanks for you guys for giving me the opportunity to learn from you. I really appreciate it. And I guess we'll get on with the stuff from there.
We'll call your name if you would just walk over and let us present your certificate to you.
The longest student ever in George Stone history. I have to say that because it's true, is it not?
4.5 years.
Michael Benici has been here for a lot of years. He's gone through several different programs. He's done very well in this program. He's been a big challenge for me on occasion, but he's brought a lot of fun to the class too. If you can't laugh at anything in the world, you can always find something to laugh with Benici. Right, Mikey? here, buddy. Next guy should be Tom Clay. All right, this is Uncle Tom. Everybody in this class has gained 10 pounds because of this guy right here. Tom has been a great support for everybody here. He's been a backbone of this whole classroom. I don't think there's anybody in here who can say they don't respect and love Tom. Tom, thank you. Thank you. Quinn? I know Quinn's the next one too. I know the role pretty well by now. Yeah. Quinn is an absolute beast. This guy puts more time. They just had a baby. Him and his wife just had a baby here this past summer. He puts more time, more effort, and more work into getting hundreds on everything he does than anybody I've ever known in my life. I've never known anybody more dedicated and more driven than this guy right here. He is awesome, nothing short of awesome. I would be proud to have him work alongside me any day of the week. Quinn, thank you.
Just so you guys know, on top of that, Quinn has already completed his FAA license for airframe, and I believe he's testing over the break for his power plant license. So it can be done right at the end of your programs. If you get after it and get ready for them. So we're excited for Quinn. Great job.
He was our first guy to get licensed, by the way, so that's a big thing for him. Jaron Krasnowski. Jaron, this guy's beard has gotten longer and longer every day. He refuses to shave it off, but he's brought a lot to this class. He's worked hard too. He's worked through everything we've given him. He's worked every day, I think, just about since he's got his job on top of doing this class. He hasn't had a whole lot of time off, so it's been a good thing. It's been great to have Jaron here. He's educated me on a few things. Believe me, he's opened my eyes to a few things. So it's been great to have you here, Jaron. Thank you a lot. Crazy Pat. Pat. This is my wild man in the whole group right here. If you've ever tried to settle anybody down that can get mad about something, this is the guy that'll test your patience. He works hard, and the thing about Pat is he gets pissed at himself really, really bad when he messes up on a test, and it's hard to get him settled back down and get his head back in the game, but he does it, and he's done well. Pat, thank you for being here. Thank you for opening my eyes. Christian Anson Morris. I first came in contact with this man when he was about that tall, because I'd known his dad for a lot of years. Rode motorcycles some with his dad. Christian works for Delta subsidiary out there at the airport. He works out there on the ramp. He's a ramp agent out there for the airport. He does a really good job out there. This is another kid. He comes in here, works all day here. He goes out there and he works on the airport all the weekends. He doesn't get a whole lot of time off, so keeping his head off the desk is a little bit of a challenge sometimes. But he does a good job. Christian, thank you, sir. Chris Peterson. This guy here not only went through this aviation maintenance program, but while he was doing it, he was getting his pilot's license while he's going through all this stuff. He doesn't know just how to work on them. He knows how to fly them. He does a darn good job. I think he had the second highest GPA in the class next to Quinn. Nobody's ever going to beat Quinn, I'm sorry. But he did a wonderful job, and it's another young man I'd be proud to have. He's also looking into going to the Air Force, so he's looking to serve his country as well as working for us here. So, Chris, I'm proud of you. Comes down to the Petersons. No, they're not related, by the way. This is Kenny Peterson. This is a shark fishing aficionado right here. He came in here. I learned words from him. I never knew what ruined was. That's a Milton term for ruined. I never knew what that was. But this is another one that would get really, really upset with himself if he missed a question. He would question me on questions that he and I had some really in-depth discussions about how Venturi regulates, right?
Yeah, it doesn't measure.
It's not a measuring tool. He does. Kenny has made me a better instructor just by some of the questions he's asked me. Kenny, I'm proud to have been part of this with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do in the industry in the future, man. Been fun. John Reddy. Come on, Big John. We have our pharmacist, lawyer, county commissioner, everything right here in John Reddy. John, I've had more fun with conversations with you just some of the stuff that we talked about and some of the silly things. He brings really neat factoids into work all the time, and it makes it fun because he always presents a different angle to things. We argue and then we agree just to disagree afterwards. John, it's been a privilege. It's been a wonderful privilege, sir. Thank you very much. Chris Smith, arguably the most intelligent person in this entire class. He knows, I mean, what was it, space trajectory we were talking about? Orbital physics. I mean, he's a wealth of knowledge. He's a hard-working dude. He got married while we were in this class. They've had a child since we've been in this class. Of 2 years, a lot of things happened, right? He works out at Teledyne, actually Continental, it's not Teledyne anymore, Continental Motors in Faribault. He does cylinder work. He builds engines all day long, airplane engines all day long is what he does. Once again, he's arguably one of the most intelligent people I've ever come across in my life. And Chris, I've enjoyed my conversations with you. I look forward to more. And just keep RD straight. Right? Thank you a lot. Slytherin Nate. This is the guy here that we worked with a lot. He came in here. He actually got some pretty good mechanical skills. We just had to get him a little more in depth on his mechanical skills. This guy can do anything in the world. I don't think there's anything he can't probably fix or work on. So having Nate out here in the industry will be a wonderful thing. Nate, it's been an honor to be with you. I hope that you do great things, man. Thank you all. Alphabetically, Andy's the last one. Andy and I have had our moments of great stuff and our moments of bad stuff since we've been here. Andy works hard. Andy got a big gift from another mechanic here recently. Greg Moody, one of the guys that worked out at Ferguson Field, donated us a ton of equipment, a ton of tools to Andy. So Greg obviously has seen something in Andy to say, hey, this guy's got what it takes. And I think Andy does have what it takes. He's probably one of the best mechanics, one of the best born mechanics I've probably ever come across. He's just got this vision. He can look at something, he sees how it works. That being said, I don't think there's any problem with you going on with this stuff, man. Just do a good job. Make us all proud, all right? Thanks. This is my first crew. This is the Ruffians.
Congratulations to all.
Yeah, squeeze up a little bit best you can.
You guys going to get pictures of the T-39 now, I hope.
All right. Ready? Here we go. Okay, I got enough in here, so go wherever else. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Got
Come
it.
on, John. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, we'll be